fam, this is Therealmodenise, and I'm coming to you with another video today, and we're going to be talking about business. So grab a pencil and a piece of paper because you might want to jot down some notes on this one. I did a previous video on the characteristics of an entrepreneur. If you guys need to watch that video, please do. If you're thinking about starting a new business and don't know if you actually have the mindset or if you have the characteristics to be an entrepreneur, if you're ready to put in that hard work, then that video will be good for you to reference to, because it'll take you through some key characteristics on the skills and the mindset of an entrepreneur. But today, if you've already watched that video, then you know I said I'm going to do a little series. So what we're going to do is start going through the process of taking our ideas and putting them on paper to make a game plan and then structure our business. So today, actually, we're going to talk to you about what to do with that idea. Have you been thinking since the last video, or have you just been thinking in general and have an idea and really don't know which direction to take your idea or how to start or if it's going to be a good idea? Some key things that you should do is, first, we want to research. We need to research our idea and see if it's already out there and who's doing it, how they're doing it, and how successful they are. That's number one. Number two, we want to make sure that we have written down everything from A to Z, from 1 to 100 about our idea. So basically, you want to take your idea, jot it down, anything that comes around the realm of what you would want to focus on with that idea as far as business. If you want to keep it small, if you want to have it large, something that you can do today, and also the things that you want to see your business accomplish within the next 5 to 10 years. Write everything down, because what we're going to do is write our ideas down, and then we're going to organize them in the order that we want to accomplish things, because you want to take things slow so everything is structured properly, and then you can see your business actually grow and you're going to excel. So the first thing is, make sure that you research. Make sure you do your research, because when you're doing your research, you can look to see how you can improve and make your business stand out. A lot of people say find your niche. Once you find your niche, you can actually excel and expand on that, so you'll be able to target your target market, your audience for your idea. So you might not have the same clientele as someone else who's doing the same thing you're doing, but you have your own specific clientele because you stand out because someone else isn't doing what you're doing. So that's going to be key, to find where you can fit in and bring something new to the table. Once you have your idea and once you figure out your target market, we need to make sure we write down a game plan. So you can call it an action plan, a game plan, a business plan, whichever. A lot of people don't know big terminology, and sometimes when you say a business plan, people just get overwhelmed. It's very simple. Take your idea, write it down on paper. Once you organize everything that is going to surround your idea, now we need to look and see how or what we need to get our ideas started. So if it's equipment you're going to need, if it's tools you're going to need, whatever you need to list those things out. What do you already have and what you need to purchase? Because this is going to tell you how much money you're actually going to need up front to start your business, which is going to be very important. Do you need investors for your business? Is this something that you can start on your own? Because you're going to have a different roadmap if you need to get investors. Because if you do need to get investors, then I do advise that you have a detailed action plan with a business plan to present to your investors with a timeline, because people that are going to give you money are going to want to know what's the return on their investment and the time frame. So those are going to be very key and important. But if you're starting off small, then as long as you have an action plan and you set goals and dates for yourself, you should be fine. So normally you might have a big idea, but you always want to start small and grow big, because if you start big, it might be overwhelming for you because the overhead it costs, the expenses, and so forth. So make sure that we take our idea, research it, write it down on paper. Write down who our key audience is going to be, because once we research, we're going to find what our niche is and what direction we can take this business to stand out from others who may be doing it. If you are doing a business and your business is something unique, new, nobody else is out there doing it, then basically you need to make sure that you're presenting it in a way that you're presenting it with a value. You need to show the value of your product or service so that others will say, oh, it won't be a hard sell, because people buy off of value. I don't say sales too much, because when you sell something, normally you're forcing somebody to get something normally that they really don't even need or want. But when you present the value of a product or service to somebody, basically it's a need. They see a necessity for that product or service in their life to make their life easier or more comfortable or more enjoyable. Whatever it is for them, they feel like they need that product because you're presenting the value. Always remember, present the value. Value sells. Don't just be a car salesman. If you're a good car salesman, guess what? I guarantee you they're going to present the value of what that car can do for you. And then you're going to be sitting there like, oh, I need that. Oh, yes, yes. Because they're presenting value. And if they present the right values to you, then guess what? There you go. There's your sale. And it shouldn't be that hard. Once somebody sees value in something, they go for it. So what I need for everybody to do, make sure that you get a notebook or something that you can, or if you're using your phone and you want to go paperless, use your phone, that you have an area in your notepad that you're jotting down everything. Once you have done some research, once you know what your actual action plan is going to be, then we're going to talk about how to start executing on that action plan. The next video I'm going to do is actually going to give you some key tips on things that you can use that are free out there, tools that might help you if you're trying to get on Instagram, YouTube, so forth like that. Pretty simple, pretty basic. A lot of things are free because you want to make sure when you're starting out that you keep your overhead as low as possible so you can put as much money into your business. You want to set aside some funds for advertising also. So you want to keep your expenses, your overhead monthly expenses, as low as possible. If you guys have any questions at all, then just leave a comment down below, or you can DM me on Instagram, Therealmodenise. And thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.